Hello, guys. So moments ago, this is my fourth time recording this, or deciding to record this. So moments ago, I decided to give a chance, go live on Instagram, and the more I think about it, it's like it just don't make any sense because the live feature is just useless. It's like people only care about people. Some people will rather go into your live if you have a certain amount of followers or the quantitative of the quantitative what I'm trying to say is that the quantitative capacity of your following matter that seems to matter the most. That people are willing to look at what you do. It's like, why does that matter? Why does that matter that like you basically people just prejudging you. They pre-wired to judge you because of a fault like your followers. What does that matter? What does that matter? It's no surprise Twitter and Instagram and many social media platforms encompass this mentality. They encompass this mentality as if they're going to get somewhere, focusing on subscribers, followers, likes. Why? What did this stuff substitute to? Not substitute. What is it? What is it increasing? What are you doing? Like, what do these followers even? What does it help you gain? What does it help you gain? I mean, there's some good things that come with it. People who actually follow you and they want to follow you for the things you do. But people who just follow you, but then when you try to interact with them and they don't know anything about you, I mean, they don't know anything about you, but they follow you. It's like many people do that. I remember I had someone like an acquaintance. I followed them, and they followed me. And as soon I go into their live, like this year right now, they acted weird as if like they were on like a third dimensional, or they were saying certain things that I don't know what they were on. It's like I couldn't tell if they were joking or not. I couldn't tell if they were being being satirical, mean that they were just being humorous. I couldn't even decipher it well enough. It's like what am I supposed to do? How do I decipher it? How do I distinguish that? How do I distinguish all these replications in people? It's like everyone you come across, like for example, a realistic example, people you come across. I was sorry. Um, people you come across each day, or certain people you come across in your past, like the way they treat you, it's like, wow, you keep that in mind about how rough an experience they're giving you, and then you have a hard time trying to trust people or interacting with new people. And then once you interact with new people, give it a chance after so much time trying to self recover. You come across other people. It's like everyone seems the same, but it's just different for each person you interact with or you have discourse with. Why? This is why many people are to themselves, and I don't want people to be to themselves, but people should have the willing, like people should have people to talk to, if they're in the mood to talk. Because sometimes, obviously people want their space once in a while, but if people are in the mood to talk and they want to talk about different things, reality, just anything, basically, they should have that person to talk to. But many people don't, because people like social media, it distracts people. It makes them think in a certain light. Basically, all of them is dark. They carry like darkness. Most of them is probably narcissistic or sociopathic. Many people who come to this video probably will just judge me based off my looks, or how I don't look good enough for people to really take into consideration what I'm saying, what the message I want to bring. I mean, I don't care about how people take what I say. It's like you can't say anything anymore, really. Social media has come like a has it's become like a ground where you cannot say anything, even though that you should have a voice like everyone else does. You can't talk about certain things while the other people getting triggered or taking what you say the wrong way. It's like people have to fear for their lives just to speak out for what they believe in. And something like it don't make any sense. And I keep saying it because it doesn't make any sense. I'm not worried. I'm just seeing things for what they are now. People have come enslaved and embedded in these things. Likes, followers, views. Once you gain those views, what comes after that? It just becomes another thing that you've gained, and you want to move on to many other things to gain views and likes. Like, you never satisfied. Because there's a difference. Because some people only focus on the idea of gaining likes and retweets and views and many other things that what that consists of. Many other people do for reasons to help other people. They see that they have an engagement where people actually appreciate what they do, what they're trying to push. Not an agenda, but just a good message, something that can uplift people, a good message that can align people, to put things in consideration, to have a good contribute. What's the word I'm looking for? To contribute something that's worthwhile forever. You leave a message here for people to look back on. There's so much things wrong with social media. There's good and bad. It's like a double-edged sword. People see the good things, but on the other side, it's like people don't see that for some reason. It's like at some point, it's like you can't really pay attention to how people view you. It's like sometimes even when I make these videos, I remember when I first started doing YouTube years ago when I was like a teenager. It's like, once you start, you nervous, and sometimes I'm still nervous because how society has changed, and people focus so much on their looks, their appearance, and that's why so many people are self-conscious because they're looking at other people for value, for something that they can find themselves by looking at other people, looking at their timeline as if they need to live their life the way they live theirs. It's like, no. There's so much things wrong with social media. So much. And like I said, there's pros and cons, but sometimes there's more of something else than the other. It makes no sense. There's no value that comes from it in many ways. But it all depends on who you follow and what they contribute to. Basically, it's about being observant and looking at what this person contributes to, what their profile, what their character consists of, what characteristics they have, their personality, their individuality. It's like what do all those consist of? What's the elements? What the attributes? That's what people really should be focusing on, because some people have a lot of progress to take in. Some people, like for me, like, oh wow, right now people may not take what I say the correct way because appearance. People focus on appearance more. They will troll you. They will make memes out of you. They'll contribute to that and be outlandish and just keep going at it, and then they don't care. They don't care. They don't care, and they just do it like it's nothing. Some people don't have no soul at all. Nothing. They're soulless, they're lifeless, they're lawless. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about how you feel. They don't care about someone being specific enough for what they want others to know, to help them out. It shouldn't even be that way. But some people, that they've desensitized people's mind to believe all of this, to believe the distraction, believe like this matrix, and the matrix is like a metaphor of people being trapped in these thoughts, these ideas, these stuff. It's just so much I can say, my speech impediment, but there's so much I'm trying to overcome myself. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to claim I'm perfect. And I have a lot of things I need to work on. We're always learning. Is like limitless. It's like you always learning. You always be learning, no matter who you are, no matter where you are. You're always learning. And you know, the last video I made, like, I wasn't specific enough, but I just want to add on to this about social media because many people don't see it, but even though they do see it, they just cross off the list as if it really isn't true. It is true if you really look into it and look into it in depthly and actually look at the depths of what really going on. But people don't really want to look at that these days. Nowadays, they just want to look at what they want to look at. You can't convince any people. Even you can't convince people. You shouldn't even try to convince people. You should just tell your part of what you want them to know. And if they don't listen or they don't really take into consideration or they find it relevant, just leave them be. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't push yourself to. Don't push your limitations. Don't. It ain't worth it. I'm checking out. Bye.